All right, so we are live on Mother's Day. Hi, the one. Nice to have you here. All right, let's see. We got the video going today. Got the live stream. There we go. Got that posted there. Close that and that. All right. Hey, Gary. Nice to have you here. Nice early morning today. I know last night, some stuff came up, so couldn't do it last night, but nice to have you here today on this lovely Mother's Day. So, everyone, make sure you to tell your mom Happy Mother's Day if you haven't already. Should be a solid. It's looking like a nice day over here. Hopefully, it's a nice day where you guys are at as well. So, really, I don't have a whole lot. I mean, right now, I guess right now the biggest thing is elemental seasons going on, which in my opinion, it's an interesting event. I haven't really been taking it too seriously yet. I mean, again, we just finished finals, so I'm officially done with finals, which is good. But I definitely have not been keeping up with everything that's been going on in game just yet. And Gary, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, how are my exams? My exams went well. I felt like they're all done now, which is good. I don't really have anything course wise left that's like mandatory, so that's good. Hi, Ionis. Nice to have you here. Good morning and happy Mother's Day. Make sure you tell your loved ones happy Mother's Day as well. Nice to have you here. And yeah, no, so I've been doing good. Exams are finally done, which is nice. And I'll be able to focus getting back into the game because, summer's coming up. So I'll have a lot more time, I'm hoping, potentially to make more content and, continue to interact with the awesome community that we have. So, yeah, thank you for that, Gary. I hope you've been well too. How have you been doing? And Ionis, nice to have you here. All right, let's go ahead and do this marksman level up. Okay, so I need to get some more gift of elements sparks. Let's spend some tower tokens. Pick up a seal, of course, right? Always useful to get those items, I always think. Let's go ahead and check out how I can get some more. Circle of Summoning. Guess we can use some of these. Get some sparks. But yeah, I have not activated my elemental season just yet. I probably should, but I have not done it just yet. That'll probably be a little bit later just because I just haven't gotten around to it. And, it's the next thing that I have to do still for the in-game portion. But I won't do it on the live, but I'll do it after. But yeah, so I know that based on what I've read, it seems that level 50 is the max you can get if you complete every single quest. Um, if you're free to play. I mean, it's not bad, but at the same time, like, you definitely miss out on that totem if you could have gotten it for free. Invari good, obviously. Albus is good. Don't really think too much about most of these other prizes. I do think the champion skins are really nice because those are really expensive. And they're hard to mine. I really think that they're hard to mine. I love getting flawless artifacts, so getting any of them is super beneficial. And like, you can tell like all these are on the top. So like, I mean, super titans are good if you don't have any of them, but if you do, it doesn't make a huge difference. But again, the champion skins are huge. Interesting that they're giving out fragments. Not opposed to it. Here we have more of these artifact metals. How far are people? I just started, so I mean, I know I'm not as far as probably most people are, but I'm curious, how far are people on this, level of the elemental season? I'm curious. I know some people can get pretty far, pretty early, so I'm intrigued. Where are people at? Okay, let's see. So let's see if I can do Daredevil now. Maybe not. Maybe. Okay, it doesn't look like I can yet. So I need a little bit more. Need a couple more sparks. Totally doable. We'll wait. In this quest, this is a tough one. The one where you're forced to use the chest to get this completion. I don't know if you guys have seen this one, but obtain 25 hero soul stones. I mean, it is a week, but I only have like 2 days left, and so like I need 10 more soulstone fragments. Kind of a lot. I mean, especially because you normally get anywhere from 1 to 3 is like the normal number of soulstones that you get from the chest. So that's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. And you know, you roll with the punches on that one. Okay, so we're gonna claim these outline coins. I need some more Titan summoning spheres so I can get more sparks. So how will I go about that? Let's see. Let's also upgrade a little bit of our Sebastian here. He's getting closer and closer to having the glyphs be where I want them, which is all complete, right? Makes sense. And yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it too. I think this is important to throw out there is Ishmael is getting a rework on mobile version. And the reason I like to point that out is because sometimes, well, a lot of the time, I'd say like 85 to 90% of the time, there's a rework in mobile. There is eventually a rework in Facebook. So I'm just throwing that out there because I know that is a thing. I'm on level 11, 950, and got my ticket on the first day, done all the quests. That is awesome, Ionis, and that is great. Not only for your account, but that is just great all around because the rewards that you're going to get using the ticket is amazing. And I personally think it's a genius move to unlock it earlier rather than later. So I think that's a great play. And I don't think you could have done anything more right because I do think that it has very good value for this type of an event. I mean, if you look, the prizes across the board, again, as I mentioned, especially are really skewed towards, you know, the paying players, which makes sense. But you know, they definitely do seem to have some good benefits. I don't really know what's in these guys, and I kind of think that they're kind of... Okay, never mind. I do know what's in these prizes, but I kind of... I don't know. I guess I like the Titan skin stones, but the other... Like, these 5 rewards here don't do anything for me. Nor do these or these. So I would only be able to use 2, 4, 6, 8, 10... of the 25, 26, 27, 28. I'd only be able to use like 10 of the 28 items in there, so I'd have a 30% chance of getting something useful. But this is a big play, guys. This random elemental sphere, crazy. So yeah, you're on level 11, which is awesome. Let me check where that's at. Okay, so nice. You are well ahead of me, which is good. But yeah, I'll have to catch up a little bit, but that's amazing. Congratulations, Ionis. That's a good accomplishment, and it's a great start because, again, I think the rewards are really good for what you have to do in terms of this kind of event. Usually you have to spend a lot of emeralds. You have to, you know, and emeralds are expensive. So I think this ticket is actually probably one of the best bang for your bucks in the game so far right now. And I think, I know Gary would agree, so... Let's check out, oh, not that. Let's check out our mail. Got some friendship chips. And let's see. Things I'm expecting from this month. I don't really know if I have kept up with what's going on this month, but I'm expecting there should eventually be a summer festival. Because summer should be coming up pretty soon. Usually that's a pretty fun event, so I'm looking forward to that. Also, occasionally I think we get a new hero at some point in this month or next month. I think like that's been the trend. I don't know if that's factually 100%, but the last 2 years I know we've gotten new heroes. I think we had Yasmin 2 years ago or a year ago. I have to double check. I'll have to double check, but I think there's a potential that we see a new hero. Which is crazy because we just had Alvinor added, right? I mean, it seems like just yesterday. I know it's not, but... and that's the other thing. I will be making that counter video for Alvinor very soon. Some people have been asking for it. Just been slacking. Well, really been studying. So not really slacking, but just got a little behind. But we will get there. We got those Titan chest opening expeditions. Okay, good. So I got 6 going. I mean, the goal is to eventually get to a point where I can get all of these going, which means I need to make my other heroes stronger because they're not strong enough. Okay, let's go ahead and create this for Celeste. So Tori needs one as well. Cornelius is not a bad option. Ziri, I don't really like Ziri personally. I just don't think she's a very strong hero. But it is what it is. She was actually one of the first heroes that I got, but I'm just not super into her abilities. Hey Emard, nice to have you here. Thank you for coming. And yes, I know I switched up the time. And originally the reason I switched up the time was because, I had things come up, but I'm glad that it was able to allow you to come to a live stream. Thank you for stopping in. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Right now I'm kind of just doing some typical gameplay. We've been talking about elemental season and just like some of the really good prizes I think are, obviously getting some fragments for seals. You get a lot of artifact coins, but obviously this is mainly for people with a golden ticket. So it makes it pretty difficult for those who don't have it active, like me. I don't have it active yet. Champion skins I think are super cool, but I do think these essence of the elements are super useful for free-to-play players or not free-to-play players. So these are good rewards. And then, I think Krista is obviously really good. Lars is good. These metals I think are super effective. Runes are super difficult to acquire, so never a bad thing to get those. And yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about. We're talking about, again, some more artifact coins, useful. Champion skin, really hard to obtain as well. But yeah, overall, those are really important. And the biggest one, I think, is the random elemental spirit. My advice is if you have a 2-star totem, not to use your random elemental spirit right away. I would recommend waiting until you get that 3rd one before you open this guy. And the reason for that is very technical. So I don't know if you all have seen my video on mandatory, if you spend X amount of emeralds, you get a guaranteed totem fragment. And I know some of you guys have, but I'm just going to go over this for some people who haven't. So let me find it. Hey Brian, nice to have you here. Yeah, no, getting the ticket is amazing. That is a great play, and hats off to you on that. That's a game changer right there. So, and here's why I was gonna say, if you already have a 2-star fragment or less, you should not open this new random elemental spirit before you get the next one. And the reason is because look at the pricing, okay? So guaranteed using emeralds. So even if you acquire them slowly over time, it costs 4,500 emeralds to get your first totem fragment, or if you get one for free by opening, random artifacts, then you get bumped to the second one, right? And the second one's 45,000. That's a lot more emeralds, but the next one's 455. So this is almost 10 times this. And then you'd have to go through almost doubling essentially of emeralds to get to the next one. So I find that a lot of people after this 3rd one, it's more beneficial to use something like this, which might push you up into, the next one will be, a lot more expensive, but at least you can get more totem fragments earlier. So that's kind of the whole reason. If you have 2 or less, it's not recommended that you open this right away. You just hold on to it so what you'll do is you'll get it in your inventory and you'll get it in consumable. And I don't have any on me right now, but I used to have one. And what you would do is you click on it just like any other item, like Boxy's Gift, you'd use it, and then it would give you a random totem fragment. So that's how it's going to work. It's not a guaranteed you're going to get, earth or fire. And that's the other reason too, is your first 2, you know what kind of fragment you're going to get. If you use this random fragment for your second totem or first one even, you have no idea. It's a completely random fragment. It may not be the one that you're expecting. So that's another reason that I'm just going to point that out. But yeah, bought the ticket today, needed some upgrading to do. I think that's a smart play. I definitely need to eventually get the ticket, I think, as well. But yeah, some of these rewards are really good. And the reason I think it's better to activate your ticket earlier rather than later is because of this one. This is an extra 350 tickets every day that you have, elemental season going. And right now we still have 25 days. So that's a lot more opportunities to make up points. So absolutely. The third and fourth are the most expensive. Yeah, absolutely. The rest are like same-ish price at 280K. Yeah, Ionis, you're completely correct, and I agree. And I just think that, some people, if they don't want to go past a certain point in terms of like, we're just going to keep, grinding and eventually spending emeralds, that's fine. I just think that, that jump is really significant, like you were mentioning. So I agree. I just want to point that out for people who were not on the same page there. And the other thing is make sure you guys do your Legacy of the Great Ones event. This is a great opportunity to get, these artifact chests. Obviously I've been slacking, but I will say, today's the last day, so make sure you can do as much as you can because you will get free, I say free, but you'll get good rewards here. And the other thing to keep in mind is, as you'll see here, I typically try not to acquire my soul stones. So I try to wait until I find an event that I think it's worth using them on. So that's just what I'm doing. I don't know if that's always the right play, but, we'll see if I can get enough soul stones to get closer to 500. I usually don't pay attention to those now because all my heroes are done. But I do think that that's a good reward. So let's see what I can do to getting more of these. On my second account, I still have the one from Winter Claws. Probably going to hold this one as well. Gary, I think that's a smart call. And the thing that I personally would have done if I knew that I was going to eventually get all of them is I would have just held them until I got enough to where opening the last few free ones that I got, the random ones, would just get me all the way to 18. So like, let's say it took me, let's say I had 8 of them stored up. I would have continued to use emeralds until I got to the 10th one, and then I just would have spammed all 8 random fragments. That's what I would have done in hindsight. But again, it's hard to know like how many fragments you're going to get, and it's very, very enticing to use them right away. That's just my opinion. So good on you for being able to hold off and use and not use them. I think that shows a lot of mental fortitude because you see that and you're like, I want to use them. So, that's amazing, and hats off to you on that. That's amazing. I just got my 3rd fragment yesterday, so I'm not going to wait and open it before I use any more emeralds at the altar. Yeah, congratulations. What was your 3rd fragment? Were you able to get all 3 of the same, or were you able to get one of each one? What did you end up doing, Ionis? I'm very curious, and congratulations on your 3rd fragment. That is exciting times. I mean, I just remember like every time I got a new fragment, I was so excited. So I can't imagine. I can't imagine how happy you must be. That is a huge accomplishment. And it's very lucky too, because like some of it's like, you're like, oh, sometimes you get it before you get the emeralds. So it's definitely a little bit lucky sometimes, but overall, like that is a huge, it's just a good feeling. It's like, I don't know. It's just a good feeling. Okay, so let's look at the expedition. We can do this 10-minute one. And we will claim that. So I got one more, actually 2 more that I still need to do, but I can't finish this one for another 3 hours. Let's check out where my heroes are at in terms of artifacts. So we have Kark, Astaroth, Sebastian, Martha, and Faceless and Nebula are all done. Lars, Isaac, Jorgen. So these are the next 6 that I'm working on right now, but I think Isaac is the next one that needs to really be focused on because there's so many magic attack users on my server. It's becoming annoying. I need to find a better way to get more chaos cores, but we'll work on it. Okay. So we did that. We need to go to campaign and we need to do a random raid of a hero with soul stones. I'm an earth user with 2-star totem and got fire using emeralds, of course. Hey, you know what? Actually, though, fire is not bad and it's really good against in the tournament of elements. So it could help you depending on where you are in that. But, I'm an earth user too, so I get it. And I think I actually really like the Earth one. So go Earth team. I mean, all of them are good, but I definitely like the Earth one. I like the deflection of damage is and basically blocking of certain stuns is really cool. So you know, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. This year Santa owes me a free fragment. I hear that. I hear that. All right, so let's see. I need to upgrade one of these guys. Let's try this one. And I do think I have a couple of Titan skin stones, but I don't know if I use them already. Let me check. Oh, my Titans are still a work in progress, guys. Still a work in progress. We're working on Moloch right now. So Moloch needs more health. And more armor. And more health. Then we got 567 remaining. We'll just hold on to that for now. So we're getting our fire team a little stronger, which is nice. We're still pretty far apart on some of these items. I think, yeah, we need 500 more to complete Sigur's Aegis. Then I'll work on the second one next. So this is going to be the order, is I'm going to go to the first fragment, or first artifact for Sigurd, and then the second one, and then after that, I'm just going to probably go in order at this point because it doesn't make a huge difference for me not to. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see, maybe I can get a couple from here, but I also know that I have a couple more in my inventory from these old ones that I can recycle out, the seals, right? So we'll do that. If you guys could start over, and you didn't pick the ideal totem type that you have, which one would you go with? That is like, I'm always curious because like sometimes people are like, oh my goodness, like I made a huge mistake picking the water Titan artifact. Well, not artifact, the water totem. I'm always curious, like what do people think? Do people think that water totem is not as good as they originally thought, or you know, it's good in the it's better in the beginning and then later on you kind of regret it, or you know, what totem do you guys like the most, and which one, if you had it to do over again, right? Now knowing everything that you know, which totem would you end up starting with? I'm curious. I'm undecided to open it for 1 year. I still have 1 star totem because I don't plan to spend emeralds for totem. Okay, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. I hear that. I do think getting your second one using emeralds that you generally acquire from like arena may be a good idea over time, but I don't know. To each their own. I mean, I hear what you're saying though. I do hear that. I think eventually though, if you stick around with Hero Wars enough, you might be able to get all the totem fragments eventually. Potentially. I don't know. I'm curious too, because I know someone said, well, I know Hero Wars mentioned Astral Season, and that if you are not in Elemental Season right now, there's Astral Season. I'm curious, does that mean we have Astral Season after this, or what's going on with that? That's interesting to me. I haven't seen enough on that. Simon says, I love the water totem. Okay, all right. I see that little water totem love out there. Yeah, I definitely, I personally, I'm perfectly fine with what I picked. I picked the Earth Totem. I love it personally, but I definitely was a little bit jealous of the Water Totem users early on because those dungeon runs are tough. Still would do Earth. Absolutely, Gary. I hear that. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I agree with you, but I do think I might be a little biased, so that's why I was curious too, just because I know I love Earth. I don't know what everyone else thinks, so glad Gary's on the same page. All right, cool. So we got 400. We're about 100 away, so I need to figure out a way. Well, I guess I could go to the Facebook page and see if I get lucky from the free 5 summoning spheres that they give us on the weekends. So maybe I'll check that out. Yep, so she used 5K for the first one. Got it, got it. Okay, right on. Let's see, Hero Wars. And there are the free spheres. Let's claim these. I really wanted Earth Totem, but Hero Wars gave me water, so I made huge adjustments with my Titans and made second totem I acquired from Santa also water. Okay, okay. Get your second with emeralds. It's worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tend to agree that I do think using your emeralds for the second one is smart. After that, if you want to use your, your free ones, I think that's fine. But I do think that the first two are probably the least expensive totems you're ever gonna get if you're using emeralds. So I would say take advantage of that. But it's up to you. Ultimately, it's your gameplay, however you want to do it. Okay, so we did get. Oh, did we not get that? What just happened? I thought. What? I thought we just clicked on this. Did we not? Hero Wars? Is the reward working? Alright, let's see how this goes. Hopefully this works better. Come on now. That's weird. I usually don't have that issue. I mean, usually like if I opened it prior, but I don't think I even opened it prior like at all. So let's see if that was just a weird... Nope, I'm not getting it. Okay, alright. Guess Hero Wars doesn't want me to have the extra summoning spheres. Okay, fair enough. Do I have any left? Oh, I do have some. Okay, so maybe I did get it. I don't think I did, though. I didn't... No, I don't think I logged in even earlier today, so... Alright, whatever. Weird. But it doesn't look like we're going to get enough fragments to be able to get 100, so that's probably off the table. Got 5 there. I don't think this is going to work out. If you have to fresh scheme, which one did you choose? Water, fire? Hey, O Negro, nice to have you here. Yeah, I am streaming on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Make sure you tell your mothers Happy Mother's Day if you haven't already. Yeah, no, absolutely. And good call, O Negro, for sure. If you have fresh start to game, which one did you choose, water or fire? I personally would choose earth, but if I couldn't choose earth, ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, I think for Guild War purposes, I'd probably pick fire, but water is very popular, so that makes it very difficult. If it was just between those two, I personally would pick fire because it's a less investment, would get me further, but I do think water is better in the long run just between those two because you'll get more rewards in the dungeon runs and I think I don't know why, I just feel like Earth Titans usually have more Titan Soulstone drops also. So I don't know. I think there's pros and cons. How's my energy today? My energy today is great. We are done with finals officially. I mean, I do have a couple things going on that are not finals related, but I should have a lot more time for Hero Wars now, which I'm excited about. As you can see, I haven't even had time to get the ticket yet, right? for Elemental Season. So we're a little behind, but we'll get there. I even missed a day for logging in this month already, I think. Oh, not on this account, but on my other account, I missed a day because it was crazy. But, we're back and we are ready to go. So thank you for asking, and I hope you're doing well as well. Okay. I have Earth, it's 2-star. I have 3-star water. Okay. So I must open next fragment to see if I need to change my team to water. I think it's fair enough. And the other thing, too, is like, I don't always think that there's a huge need to instantly change over every single time because a lot of the heroes, eventually what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to absolute everything. So, I mean, sometimes it's a good idea to change, sometimes it's not, it's hard to know. So, just do what you believe is right and go with that because eventually, right, everyone wants to have everything absolute. So it will happen. It will happen. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Cool stuff there. Okay, let's check out the expeditions. I think I still am not, I'm going to just open all of these because I need more soul stones to trade into the merchant for sparks because sparks are kind of expensive for what they are. Let's see. Okay, so we got those. We're going to trade these into the merchant, and we're going to get some sparks of power, and hopefully that will get us enough to upgrade Daredevil one time so I can complete... Yep, there we go. So I can complete the quest that they have for me in Elemental Season, which is about upgrading a Marksman Hero's Gift of Elements one time. So with that, now I just have this tall task in obtaining 25 hero soul stones. I may have to spend emeralds. I probably will do it now because this will also benefit me for the uh, hero artifact event that we have going on now. So I might as well, because this will get me closer. I mean, I don't even think that that's enough. Is that more than 10? That's more than 10. We're good. We're good. So that should get us all of these. So that's completed. And now I am at level 10. And that's all I can do for today. Let's see, level 10 will get me these. Cool. All right. I'm about to get busy during this event. Everyone is going nuts over the golden tickets. The chocolate factory tour must be to die for, I hear. Yes, no, the rewards here are so good, guys. I mean, in my opinion, if you have this ticket active, some of these rewards are really good. I personally think I will be activating it later. This champion skin or 10,000 skin stones. I need those 10,000 skin stones, guys. Need them. See, so 10,000 skin stones instead. I need those. And there's 3 of them. So that, and then also, I mean, look at this, 100 flawless artifact medals, 100 of each of them, really, which is super good. You get a bunch of Titan artifact sphere openings, useful. You get another champion skin or 10,000. I need those. So these are just really good rewards. And if you trade them in, right, and like, let's say random elemental spirit, this is like the cream of the crop. Like, it's very difficult for you to get this kind of benefit from the amount of investment that you're putting in. So like, let's say roughly, right, to activate the ticket's about $20 on my platform. So if we compare that to how many emeralds that is, $20 is somewhere in between these two. So that's like about 10,000 emeralds. And 10,000 emeralds is not a whole lot of emeralds. I mean, if you already have your first totem fragment, I mean, that's basic. It's cheaper than pretty much any other fragment you're going to get other than the first one. So definitely a big thing there. You are level 50 today. All right. But I am a whale, as Charlie says. When you say you're on level 50, are you talking about in the elemental season? Because if you are, that's crazy already. That's really fast. Level 50. Or did you mean that you are level 50 as in you are level 50 in your account? Because depending on when you start playing, that could be very impressive as well. So I'm going to need a little bit of clarification on that, Johnny. But sounds like, you know, if Charlie says it, I believe it. So, you know, hats off to you. All right, so Legacy. So this is where we just spent a bunch of emeralds, which is good. We're getting some more artifact coins. What I really need is those chaos cores, but it doesn't look like we're going to have enough to get there, unfortunately. Opening outland chests, spending energy. We have some energy to spend, so why not? I'm just going to go ahead and load up. And I'm going to work on Faceless. Or should I do Sebastian? Let's see. Sebastian, pretty far away from these. I think we're going to do Faceless. We're going to look at Faceless. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can get close to finishing this one. We got really close, actually. So that's good. We're getting real close there. And we're going to claim this. And we're going to check this out. Rarity Fair. Way too many emeralds, guys, for the Rarity Fair. Don't have that many emeralds. Sad face. All right, so we're getting close to finishing Faceless's second artifact. Is, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Egret of Nocturnal Cicadas. Very interesting name there. Do I think buying the golden ticket packages are worth it? Golden ticket packages. Where are those? Let me see. Golden ticket packages. When you say golden ticket packages, are you just talking about this? If you're talking about this, I think this is a good deal. If you're talking about this, then yes, I think this is a good, I think it's very well worth it, especially if you can get, I mean, heck, I think even, I mean, again, I think it's worth activating the ticket. So yes, I would say, yes, 100%. I would say yes. I don't see any special ticket offers in addition to that yet. But I do think that, I mean, I guess it's possible that once I get this, I'll see it, but I think that this is a very, very good deal for Hero Wars. Usually they don't have anything that's this good of a value at this price point. So I would say this is a phenomenal deal. I think it's definitely worth it. Yes, an elemental season. Wow, that's impressive. How did you do that? Because I feel like there's only been so many rewards so far. Did you get every single one of these done? And you must have done something extra because there's not enough, I don't think, point-wise to get you there. Is there something that I'm missing? How did you pull that off? I feel like at the furthest you'd probably be like mid-30s. So maybe I'm missing something. Is there a package that you can get? Oh, after you get the ticket, there's a package that shows up. Okay. I'm sorry, I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably not worth it, just based off of past experience. But I haven't unlocked it yet, so I can't tell you off the top of my head. But I guess I can make a video. Well, I can message you. I can message you in my Discord. How about that? You're in my Discord, right? So just message me in Discord. I will, as soon as I unlock it, I will let you know. But I'm leaning towards no because I feel like this part of it is such a good value that them wanting you to progress forward, they're gonna just ask for higher payment amounts than is worth, than you would have to spend if you just normally completed the quests. Okay, you can buy points. Gotcha. I don't know if it's worth it personally. I would probably say probably not, but to each their own. And I mean, dang, congrats, Johnny. If you're at level 50 already, that's impressive. That is impressive. And the funny thing is when you said whale, I don't know why. Okay, this is crazy and unrelated, but when you said whale, I instantly thought of like, I don't know why, crypto whales. Like, because I guess that was like a very popular thing that came up. Like, I think I saw that in the news, like not even like 2 days ago. So sorry. Yeah, when you said whale, I was like, wait, what? And then, okay, I got you. So you're level 50 in the event. That's impressive. So you already got the totem fragment. Congratulations. That's huge. That's an accomplishment for sure. Fillmore says you can buy points. Absolutely right. Okay, gotcha. I'm on that same page now, even though I can't see it yet because I haven't activated it. So I will have to do that. Extra packages were not worth it in Astral Season. I agree. I did not think that they were worth it. Spend bucks and brought levels. Yeah, hey, I hear that. And plus, I mean, if you don't have your VIP all the way to level 15, you do get some more rewards and incentives if you do that. So I can see some benefit in that if that's what you want to do. I don't think it's as good of a deal as the Elemental Season golden ticket itself. Just off the top of my head. But, hey, if you want that, you want that. But I would say for me, I probably will not do that. I don't think I need to. But you can. You absolutely can. And there are more rewards past level 50, right? So what's going to happen is, as most of you guys have already done Astral Season, but if you haven't, right, there are, after this, they're just more and more of the same reward that go on all the way. It's an infinite amount. I remember, I think in Astral Season, I got to like level 60 and every single one was 5-1-5-1 after level 50. So yep, that's what you can expect after level 50. It's nothing special. It's just these guys and the rewards. You already know what they are. These are the rewards that are in these boxes. Some of them are useful. I mean, even to me, like these Titan Skin Stones. Or, some people might like these Elemental Tournament Certificates. These are useful to me too still. The fragments, because I can trade them in. And the Essence of Elements. Everything else is not super useful to me. But to some people, it might be. So depending on what you need, right? You never know. All right, so that is a lot of Elemental Season. Let's see, daily quest that I need to do. EXP Potion. Okay, so Heidi needs a level up. Emerald Exchange, let's do that. Fight in Arena. I like to fight in Grand Arena one time in the morning, even if I lose, because it just, I don't want to leave any points on the table, and if I don't do it, I'll forget, and I know myself. So I want my card team facing this last team, because I don't know what it is. That's going to be a tough team for me, but I may end up losing this one. Let's see. Maybe we'll just go with Kark here. We'll win the first one for sure. Then after that, it's a toss-up because I don't know what he's hiding. But I like to do at least one war, and even if I end up losing, it's fine. And the reason I like doing one war is because if I don't do one war, I'm not eligible for arena or grand arena rewards. So let's say something happens where like I'm gonna lose a second fight, but let's say something happens where you don't, you unexpectedly are unable to log in and get to wars that day. So if you at least get one fight in, you're guaranteed to get rewards, at least, a certain number of emeralds that day. And this is a fight that's a wild card. I have no idea what team he has. My team is pretty average. So looking at the team, I have a major disadvantage. I'll probably lose this one because he has Rufus, and I have three magic attackers, unless somehow, and pure damage won't take out Rufus either. So probably will lose this fight, but that's okay. I really just did it just so I could get, my attack in for the day. Probably won't win this one, but that's okay. We will just go ahead and skip. And it's okay. It happens. But, yeah. So that's kind of the reasoning I do it. Even if I think I might lose the fight, it doesn't matter. The whole point is I want to, right, for the rules here, you have to at least fight one time in arena or grand arena to get rewards. And in arena, I'm ranked 40. So, I usually try to push these a little bit later in the day when it's closer to my reward time. But I do like to do at least one grand arena fight because on Facebook and web, unlike mobile, if you do not fight that day, you will not get rewards. On mobile, even if you don't fight, you get rewards. So big difference there. And that's why on Facebook, I like to get an attack in. And I do have some more energy, so I might be able to get closer to completing part of Faceless with this. So let's see if I can do... Let's see if I don't need to use all 100 raids on this one, hopefully. Yeah, okay, we didn't need to, which is good. We can create that earring type thing, the aigrette. Okay, so we made 2 of those, and now we need... oh, man, these guys are super annoying. They take forever. The Lamort cards, oh, the worst. All right, so we got 1 Lamort card. I need how many? Oh, no, I need 4 of those all in. That's a lot. All right, so we got a couple more there. Faceless, we got glyphs that are still needing to be worked on, but Sebastian glyphs are top priority, so still working on these. We'll just go to there. Magic defense, Sebastian. Yeah, since I don't need the totem fragment, I could turn it in. I think what I'm going to end up doing, though, Gary, is, I'm going to be a good teammate, and I'm going to talk to my guild master, and I'm going to actually trade it. I'm going to probably try to transfer it to a guildmate, because I know in my guild on this account, we have a couple of okay spenders. I mean, the other thing, too, is, we had a time where our guild kind of fell apart because we had some people who left. We had some people who had some illnesses, had to leave the game. So, we're coming back. We're making comeback season. So if we're talking about, I think, Reaper is our GM. He has all absolute totems. I have all absolute totems. Amar has at least, I think, a 5-star totem. So the question is going to be, how can we spread these out? So I know myself and I think Reaper will end up getting a free fragment. So we're going to try to keep leveling up our own team, and hopefully that helps out another player in terms of getting a couple more totem fragments. So I think that's probably what we're going to try to do to help out, teammates and stuff like that. I think that's the best thing. I mean, 200,000 emeralds, that's great, but I personally think passing it on and helping someone out is more important. So I'm probably going to do that. I know. I mean, everyone's not going to do that, and that's fine, but that's just, I think, it's going to help the team the most, and I think that's what's best for me in the long run as well. So, I'm helping myself by helping someone else, basically. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and if they end up leaving, they end up leaving. But, I believe in my team, and if people want to stay, awesome. Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate the compliments. Yeah, on mobile, it's not the same. Not one fight, no reward. Yeah, I agree, David. You're 100% right. You don't need a fight on arena or grand arena, so you're totally good. And thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. I definitely, I hope, I like helping my teammates out, and I know, that's another thing. So right now with YouTube, right? So my goal is to eventually, I'm going to start trying to push some more views generally, because if I hit 100 or 1 mil, I'll be able to give out rewards back to, people who come to my streams and hang out. So right now you can see we're more than halfway there. And for me, like, I'd say like that's pretty good considering, I'd say the last like probably 5 or 6 months I've been deep in school, so I haven't been able to put out as much content as I want. But you can see, we're at 600K views, and the goal is to get to 1 million. I think that's totally doable. And, with all your guys' support, I wouldn't be here. So I definitely want to be able to give back to you guys. And, people are always like, oh, we're worried, you might just give the rewards to your guildmates. I promise I won't, because most of my guildmates don't need, they don't need them. I mean, I usually help out my guildmates in other ways, so they won't need anything like that, hopefully. And I'll definitely be trying to give back to everyone else. So that's kind of the whole point. So I definitely am trying to give back to the community, and I appreciate all your guys' support. And I just want to say thank you for all of that, because I wouldn't be here without you guys. And I have a lot of fun. I'm not even kidding. I love Hero Wars. I think it's super fun. Do I agree with everything they do? Absolutely not. Do I think some events could be better? Absolutely. But I do think this elemental season, they're actually doing it right. I think this is that golden ticket in itself, I think, is a good value. As for extra add-ons, probably not, just knowing how Hero Wars typically does things. But, I definitely think the golden ticket itself is a good one for this particular time. You do have to fight. Are you sure? Okay, let me double check. I know the rules said that, but there was a glitch at one point where you did not. So that's why. Hold on. Let me check. I do have it open on my phone right now. I don't know if you probably can't see. But let me see. Let me check I know the rules say that you do. But okay. The rules say you do. But there was a glitch. They must have updated with must have fixed it with the update, but there was a glitch. You did not have to fight to actually end up doing that. And that's the other thing too, is there's the Hydra heads on here, which is a popular topic of discussion. I've seen a lot of misinformation out there on this, and how to approach it and why people are losing progress. They're not losing progress. The progress maintains with the guild. So if you switch guilds and that guild has already defeated a higher level Hydra, then that's where your Hydras are going to end up. A lot of people aren't going to know what I'm talking about, but I'll talk about that separately on a mobile video. Probably won't do a live stream on it, but absolutely, yeah. I've missed a couple rewards already, so yeah, that must have been more recent, because before David, I promised that they did not do that. But if they are doing it now, I would recommend probably tossing out an arena fight or grand arena fight like I just did, just so that you make sure you don't miss it, because sometimes you do end up kind of just like missing your reward time by like 3 minutes, and you're like, no. I've done that more than once. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's true. That's why now I have to adopt the strategy of attacking one time before I start. Do I have a video for Summer Festival? I do have an older one for Summer Festival, I believe. Let me double check, and let me find it. So let me look at my channel here. Let's see, Summer. Yeah, so here you got Summer Festival, and this happened. So it looks like it's 2 months away. Typically, there is a mini game. I believe it will maybe switch around, but if not, I will make a video updating it. And here, right, we have not masterclass. All right, okay, so we skipped that, and that was in the depths of COVID. My hair was very, very long. But anyway, okay, so this is a really good event, and the reason I really like Summer Festival is because you collect these rewards, right, honeycombs, and basically what would happen is you could get these Summer Festival coins, and you could trade those puppies in here, right, and get some really, really good rewards, like the 100 Hero Soulstone chest, which I think is super helpful. Now that I have all my heroes absolute, I won't need it, but when I did not, this was a game changer. Like those 100 Soulstone chests, amazing. Personally, I'll probably be focusing more on items now because I need items way more. But this video does exist. If you go to my channel and you look up Summer Festival, it should pop up. And if not, I would recommend checking it out. It might not happen for another 2 months, but this is the next event that I'm excited for. It's the next big event that we will have, unless something dramatically changes. Usually this is the event, though, that I think is one of the big four. So you got Summer Festival, you got Halloween, then you got Winterfest, which is the biggest event of the year. And then we had Spring Festival, which, yeah, okay, Spring Festival, but I think Summer Festival is more exciting. I think the Halloween one is probably my favorite. Some of the coolest animations that Hero Wars puts in. And then Winterfest is just a huge party. So, second half of the year is always super strong for Hero Wars. We're not quite there yet, but I definitely am looking forward to it. Definitely would recommend checking that out at some point if you have time. We have an arrangement on our server for reward times, makes you not forget anymore, and keeps very motivated. I think that's awesome. And I think with mobile, it's easier. So I don't know if you guys, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, but sometimes in Arena, what people will do is like if you're in the same guild, you'll lower your defense. So like what you'll do is you'll just put in like Astaroth, or like you'll put in your weakest hero, and you'll let your teammate kind of take your spot essentially in wars. I mean, I think Facebook and web is a little bit more competitive, so it's hard to really get full utility out of that. So like basically, let's say you're like rank 100, and then like someone else on your team can get to rank 5, as long as you are toggled on them, right? So let's say Calderon keeps moving up, and I beat him, then I would be able to take the spot that he ended up at. So that's something that I see a lot of mobile players utilizing that I think would be much more difficult to implement on Facebook. I've seen some people try to do it, but I do think that it's a lot easier to get snagged on Facebook than on mobile. So I definitely see that arrangement, and I don't know if you guys use that already, David, but that's a tactic that I use on mobile sometimes with some of my guildmates. I typically end up just giving up my spot because I can rank top 10 on my server now. Free to play on mobile, which is crazy, but mobile definitely has a little bit less logistically speaking. And again, they're getting a Ishmael rework. And the reason I'm pointing that out is because usually what happens is a rework happens on mobile, then probably like a month or two later, Facebook makes an update on the same hero. Not always the same update, but they usually do have an update. So I'm looking to see Ishmael get upgraded. I love Ishmael already, but I think if he gets an upgrade, I'll definitely be more inclined to try to use him. And, you know, I'm already supportive of Ishmael. I think that he has potential. And I think Chaba right now has been very surprising to me in the fact that I didn't expect Chaba to do too much, but Chaba can take out the first hero in a lineup. So that can be very effective, especially with all these Auroras coming up. Aurora is super OP for a tank, so I get it. But if you can take Aurora out of the fight, she doesn't give dodge to her team because her first artifact cannot go off when she's not available. So Chaba's a big game player, and Chaba and Ishmael together kind of, from what I've seen, can be very effective. Okay, so we got enough for one of these, but I'm really trying to figure out if I need to use those items on somebody else first. Let's see. Sebastian Faceless. Working there. I guess we can level up Lars a little bit. We'll take this one for Lars. But yeah, I think the next project for me is after I'm done with my main Kark team. I'll probably focus on Lars and Krista, and then I might get into Aurora and Celeste. I'm also very intrigued by Yasmin. I want to work with Yasmin, but I haven't gotten around to it just yet. But those are kind of like the progress or points that I'm at, and that's kind of what I'm planning on doing next. Let's see, Merchant. Do I need any of these? Guess we'll take the line armor. Don't really need anything else there. Can trade these guys in. Don't need it, but I'll take the jet and trade it back out. We will refresh, pick up some more items here. Refresh. And pick up one last time because 50 is a good deal. I think from 90 it becomes less of a good deal. I personally just don't do them after that. Let's see. Anything else that I need? Oop. Let's pick those up. I don't really need these, but I know soulstones are needed for the event that we have going on right now, the Legacy of the Great Ones. And I'm only at 200. I kind of want to get more of those, so I'm going to probably end up cracking open some of these. Since I already have all the heroes, I'm just going to pick the top one 3 times. Which might be a waste, but I don't need them. So at this point, I just kind of need the soulstones. It doesn't matter which hero it is. And we'll trade those in at the soul shop. And let's see, we got 200 more there. So now we should be around 400. Okay, so now we need 80 more soul stones, and I can finally say I'm done with this tab. So I'm going to try to do that real quick on this stream. Wow. Okay. That is a very in-depth arrangement. David, did you guys do that on Discord? How did you guys end up doing that? I'm very curious. That is a cool tactic, but it definitely seems a little bit difficult to have set up. So that's huge. Renee, what's up? Smash that like button. I appreciate that. Yeah, hit those likes if you don't mind. That is true. I agree with Renee on that one. Um, but yeah, no. So I think those are kind of like the main things there. And I'm very curious, David. So did people use Discord to make sure that everyone was on the same page? And I'd love to hear more about that. So if you're not already on my Discord, uh, make sure you reach out to me. I want to know more about that. Let's see. I need to complete just a couple more things here before I go from the live stream. So I wanted to get enough. Oh, I can get some soul stones from here. We'll do that. We will. How many did I need? Probably less than 100. We'll just do 50. See how that goes. 50 of those. I think we're going to be a little short, but I want to know how short. So special elements. We need 40, no, 34. 34. So 35 is what I'm shooting for. 35. We won't get enough here, but okay, that's 15. So now I need 20. And this will get me close. Now I just need 5, I believe. Right? Just 5 more? 4 more. Okay, 4 more. Well, I guess we can get some using the runs. So we'll just go get 1 here at least. And we can probably get 1 more somewhere else with another low yield hero. So like Galahad has a couple that are 12 in terms of energy. So there's 1, 2, and then I'm probably just going to do 1 more. So let's see. Aurora has 1. I think that's pretty low energy cost. So we'll do that. And there we go. I think we've officially completed all 500 collections of soul stones, and we can get all the rewards there. I really wanted those. That was good. Outstanding. I don't need to spend any more energy right now. I mean, I guess I should try to push for that last 14, but I can recuperate that in the 10 hours that I have. But yeah, that is basically what I'm probably going to do for most of that event anyway. Elemental season, I definitely think... yeah, I definitely kind of pushed hard there at the end there. That was definitely kind of a reach. I should have been participating more in the event early on. Like I think I didn't get any of these soul stones earlier, but you know, you can get soul stones from a lot of places. So those are soul stones. You can get soul stones also in the merchant up top, right? So like using your scrolls if you have to or if you want to, you can get some there. Another place, sometimes people forget. I mean, obviously the sanctuary. A lot of people usually don't have enough to, I mean, here I barely have any left, but you can get some there. Let's see, maybe I should start a level 1 or join a level 120. Let's join this one. Looks like no one started it. I'll wait for them. We make a server Discord for our server. All the guild masters are connected, and every guild's Discord has an arena reward time page where you can see all players who are involved with the reward time. That sounds like someone really knew how to set up a bot, because that's hard to do that, but that's impressive. Are you on my Discord, David? Because if you are, I'd love to talk to you and figure out who did that, so I can maybe figure out how to set that up even for my own guild, so we can have a better plan in terms of times. So that would be cool. I just would love to learn more about it. I am still new to learning everything on Discord. I think it's pretty cool. Players only attack during reward time, no arrangements on Grand Arena. That's cool. I definitely want to learn more. So, David, if you're on the Discord, message me and hit me up. I need chaos scores for scrolls. Yeah, you know, I hear that. And I think it's so tough. The only chaos scores I ever get are from this 3-hour quest. Or if I get really lucky in a pull. But yeah, I hear your pain. Oh, wow, we got lucky. I hear your pain, though, man. The chaos cores are super hard to get, Renee. It's rough. I get it. We got a couple chaos core pulls there, which is rare. I usually don't get any in my pulls. So I hear that. And it's like, you know, I'm sitting on a bunch of these artifact coins, but I just do not seem to ever get enough chaos cores. So I hear you. I'm in the same boat, and I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. All right. Well, with that being said, I really think that we had a solid morning stream here on Mother's Day, and I wanted to thank you guys so much for being accommodating and hanging out with me. I will say I actually really enjoyed this live stream. If people want me to continue to do live streams on this at this time, I can. I'm kind of thinking potentially I could plan on doing live streams at night on Saturdays and then in the morning on Sunday, and then going from there. If people are interested in that, and if not, then that's okay too. I'll try to set up a poll in my community later. So on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see community. I'm gonna make a post in here in probably about an hour or so. And if you could let me know your thoughts, if you want both, if you want one or the other only, let me know. I'm pretty flexible. I just wanted to know kind of your thoughts, and I'll let people in my Discord know as well, because I know some people aren't able to come to the morning session and they are for the night. So I think maybe some of the content might overlap, but depending on who's here, we could definitely go from that as well. So guitar with a ton of chaos cores on mobile. I hear that. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. And yes, I will be ending my live stream very shortly. I plan my Guild War tactics, know when peeps work, eat, sleep, everything. Renee's got a lot of info on all of his guildmates. Gotta love that. And that is above and beyond. And that's why generals are super respected. And if they're not, they should be. There should be a general day. I'm just saying. Just saying. But with that being said, thank you so much for coming to this live stream, guys. Make sure to vote. And if you can, like this live stream. And finally, make sure you say Happy Mother's Day to your mothers out there. And happy mothers to all the mothers around there generally. And thank you so much for all your love and support. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you all in Dominion.